Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
What's up, LumioseStation? TheOneIntegral back again for some more Pokémon DataDex. This week looking at Tyrantrum, as it's the one that won the vote last week out of the fossil Pokémon, and we have a new vote for you this week. We're having a battle of the normal types, either Diggersby or Furfrou. So comment Diggersby if you want Diggersby next week, and comment Furfrou if you want Furfrou next week. I'll tot up the votes after the video's up, and then I will make the next one next week. So, anyway, let's get on with Tyrantrum, I guess. Tyrantrum is a rock dragon type that was introduced in Generation 6 as the Despot Pokemon, or the D-Spot Pokemon. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that, but basically that's a tyrannical ruler. It's number 697 in the National Pokédex, and number 65 in the Coastal Kalos Pokédex. It stands at 8 foot 2 inches, or 2.5 meters tall, so it's pretty damn tall, and obviously it's based off a T-Rex, so you'd expect it to be, and it weighs 595.2 pounds, or 270 kilograms, so again, pretty heavy. It's in the monster and dragon egg groups and is a male 87.5% of the time, being a female obviously the other 12.5% of the time. Tyrantrum evolves from Tyrant when it's leveled up, or it's over level 39, and it needs to be in the daytime too, so it needs both of those characteristics to be true. Looking at the base stats for Tyrantrum here, we see it has a very high attack and defense stat, has a mediocre health point stat, and then its special attack, special defense, and speed are they're quite low. They're not brilliant. But they're alright, but they're not amazing, they're nothing to shout about really. First up, looking at Tyrantrum's typing, being a rock dragon type, it resists 5 types, being normal, fire, flying, poison, and electric, which is a lot less than a normal dragon type, because obviously the rock sort of cancels out some of them as well, which is a shame. It's also weak to 6 types, being fighting, ground, ice, dragon, steel, and fairy, so it's still got the 3 dragon weaknesses there, ice, dragon, and fairy. And obviously it's got some weaknesses for rock as well, fighting, ground, and steel. It takes neutral damage from the other types, being grass, water, rock, bug, ghost, psychic, and dark. So you can see its typing being a rock dragon. It's an alright typing, but it doesn't help it in some places, like it's no longer resisting grass and water types because obviously it's a rock type as well, and stuff like that. But generally the typing is alright. It doesn't resist a huge amount of types. It's not weak to a huge amount of types, so it's a rounded typing. Moving on to look at Tyrantrum's abilities now. Its normal ability is Strong Jaw, which basically just powers up moves that have something to do with a jaw, like Crunch or Poison Fang or Bite or whatever, and this is very good for powering up in general, especially if you're running several of those types of moves. Its hidden ability, which is not available unfortunately at the moment, which is it's a very good ability though, is Rock Head, which protects the Pokemon from recoil damage. And as you'll see when we look at the moves, this can actually, if it was ever made available, it could make it a very, very viable Pokemon, or a very strong Pokemon at least. But obviously it's not available at the moment. If it's available in the future, then it's going to be pretty good, but at the moment it's unfortunately not available. I am going to run through some sets using the hidden ability though. Obviously it's still not available, but if in the future it does become available, those are the sets you could use for it. So let's move on to the moves next. Okay, so the moves that Tyrantrum can learn. Level 15 learns Stealth Rock. This is obviously a good, especially if you're leaning off of Tyrantrum. You can certainly use it to set up some Stealth Rocks, because as we can see its defense is pretty high, so it could actually take some hits as a defensive. Special defense is not as much, but defense is pretty damn decent. Level 34 learns Crunch. Obviously it's going to get the boost from Strong Jaw there, which is nice. Level 37 learns Dragon Claw, not going to get the boost from Strong Jaw, but it's still a pretty hard hitting move. Level 47 it learns Earthquake. Obviously it can learn Earthquake via TM2, but obviously level 47 rather, is the sort of the level up one, I don't know. Obviously it's a strong ground type move, which everyone knows about. Level 58 learns Head Smash. Now this is a very powerful move, however it deals a lot of recoil damage to the user. This is why if Rock Head were ever made available, Tyrantrum would be a pretty decent threat, guys, and would probably be very commonly used as well, because Head Smash and Rock Head is one of only 2 Pokemon, I think, or 2 evolutionary lines to get Head Smash and Rock Head, and this makes it very special. However, obviously Rock Head is not available at the moment, but if in the future it is made available, we can use this set. Then we have 5 egg moves here. For egg moves, it can learn Dragon Dance, Fire Fang, Poison Fang, Thunder Fang, and Ice Fang. Obviously the 4 Fangs are going to get the boost from this Strong Jaw ability, which is going to be very helpful in just getting some boosts off on those, because they aren't particularly strong moves, but obviously get the boost of them, makes them a bit stronger. Dragon Dance can be used if you want to set up a attack and speed boost and stuff like that. So first off, now starting to look at Tyrantrum's Wi-Fi setups, I'm going to have 2 setups that actually use the Rock Head ability, Obviously, as I said, it's not available yet, but if it does ever become available, you can definitely use these sets. This one, the first one, is a Rockhead one, and is Head Smash, Crunch, Dragon Claw, Earthquake. Ability being Rockhead, Nature being Adamant or Jolly, Held Item being a Choice Band or a Choice Scarf, and EVs going Maximum Attack, Maximum Speed, and the rest in health points. Remember, this is not a viable set right now because Rockhead is not available, but I still want to show it off because it's a pretty good set if Rockhead ever does become available. You have a Head Smash there, and obviously Rockhead is going to protect you from the recoil there, which allows you to get some nice powerful stab, Head Smash off, just wrecking lives there. We have Crunch, which there's no strong jaw, so there's no boost there, but obviously it's a very powerful dark type move. Dragon Claw, again, you get stabbed from, and Earthquake is just a general coverage move. Nature, you have Adamant or Jolly. This really links with a held item. If you're going for an Adamant Nature, you can go with a Choice Scarf. If you're going with a Jolly Nature, you can go for a Choice Band, because you can get a speed boost on both, and you can get an attack boost on both. Obviously, we have 4 attacking moves, so the Choice Band or Scarf is okay, really, because it allows you to come and spam whatever you need to. Head Smash, obviously, spam, and that's going to destroy people, if you can use it, of course. EVs being Maximum Attack, Maximum Speed, just a fast, hard-hitting attacker. Rest in health points is just a general point. As I mentioned, Rockhead is not available right now, so there's not much point me going too much into detail on this. This second set using Rockhead is pretty much exactly the same, with a few changes. So, moveset again, Head Smash, Dragon Dance rather than Crunch, Dragon Claw and Earthquake, ability being Rockhead, Nature being Adamant or Jolly, and held item this time is a Life Orb or Leftovers, so not Choice this time. EVs are the same as last time, Maximum Attack, Maximum Speed, rest in health points. So, why have I taken off Crunch this time? Because we're not Choice. We want to possibly just use Dragon Dance to get attack and speed boost, which would be quite nice, and obviously you can be faster, get a plus 1 Head Smash, stab, everything like that with Rockhead. That's going to destroy people's lives if it's ever available. Held item, Life Orb or Leftovers. Life Orb if you want to just get damage, just damage. Leftovers can be good, because obviously you're going to have no health point restoration otherwise, especially if you're using the Life Orb. That's just going to reduce your health steadily, and you're not going to be able to stay in for a huge amount of time, whereas Leftovers could be used more in a conservative method, I guess, using Dragon Dance, and then obviously Leftovers healing up your health points if need be. But as I said again, Rockhead's not available, can't stress that point enough, so you can't use these first 2 sets right now, so that's a shame, otherwise Tyrantrum would be a really good threat in competitive, but unfortunately it's not available, so we have to deal with Strong Jaw, which is what the last set is going to look at. The moveset for this set is going to be Crunch, Dragon Dance, and then 2 slots for Elemental Fangs, okay? Ability is Strong Jaw, Nature being Adamant or Jolly, held item is again Life Orb or Leftovers, EVs being Maximum Attack, Maximum Speed, and the rest in health points. Okay, so we have Crunch, which is obviously a very powerful dark side move. We get the Strong Jaw boost too, which is going to do some decent damage. Dragon Dance is there if you want to boost your attack and speed up, and then you're going to be able to do even more damage, I guess. And then we have 2 slots for Elemental Fangs. This can be Fire Fang, Poison Fang, Ice Fang, or Thunder Fang. It really depends on what coverage you want to have there. You can go for a Poison Fang to get some stuff off on fairies, because obviously Crunch isn't going to deal with the fairies at all. You could go for Thunder Fang to deal with water types. You could go for an Ice Fang to deal with other dragon types, because obviously there's no dragon type move on this set, because we're not get a boost. There's no sort of dragon biting move, I guess. Nature is the same, Adamant or Jolly. Held item again, like last time, Life Orb or Leftovers. Life Orb if you want to be doing as much damage as you can, but obviously that's going to limit your usefulness. And Leftovers if you want to just stay in and be a slow and steady, I guess, set up some Dragon Dances, then go for the power. EVs I don't even need to speak about because it's the same as last time. One thing to note here, I mentioned at the start it can learn Stealth Rock, or not at the start, but earlier on it can learn Stealth Rock, and that's certainly a viable move to put on it in case if you got rid of, for example, Dragon Dance and put Stealth Rock there. You could lead off a Tyrantrum, set up the Stealth Rocks, go for a Crunch or 2, and obviously if you're using Leftovers you're going to have some sort of bulk behind you, especially if you're fighting against physical attackers. If you're going for Life Orb, however, I would not recommend Stealth Rock, because obviously then you're going to you're losing health points for using moves, and then obviously people are going to have a bit of an easier time taking you out, I guess. Other moves, I think I've just gone through all the moves I listed at the start really on these 2 sets. You could add Dragon Claw on this set rather than Dragon Dance, or instead of one of the Fangs, just for coverage to get a super effective stab move off, because it's still pretty strong even without Strong Jaw. But if you want to go for the full, taking advantage of the Strong Jaw ability, you can just go for Crunch, 2 Elemental Fangs. You could even get rid of Dragon Dance and put a 3rd Elemental Fang in there just for the full coverage of 3 of the 4 types for the Elemental Fang. It's up to you really. But guys, that's all I really have to say for Tyrantrum today. see, I would be covering it a bit more, but really without Rockhead being an available ability, there is not much to say for Tyrantrum. It's not amazingly usefulness and competitive, but it can have some use. Don't forget, guys, to vote for next week's Pokemon, either Diggersby or Furfrou, in the comment section below. Just write Diggersby or Furfrou and vote for it, and I will see which one wins, and next week we shall have a look at that Pokemon. So guys, all I can say is thank you for watching. Remember to check out all the other awesome content on LumioseStation, and you can also check out my channel as well, linked in the description of course. And I will see you next time, guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, guys.